Hey, my name is Dr. Nought. This is Sorcery by Steve Jackson, and we're in part 2. Kharé, the Cityport of Thieves, or something along those lines. Let me just check. Nope, Cityport of Traps. Okay, yep, I know what game I'm playing, don't worry. So we've done this little area here. Now we are going to a junction. At the end of the yard, the road splits. Looking left, you see the guard lined up in rows, running drills. Best not to head that way. To the right, the road leads towards the first buildings of Kharé. You can just see the old man disappearing off in this direction. Okay, we'll go right, because I don't see going left doesn't seem to be a thing. Wow, what just happened? Night is falling. Luckily, by the roadside is a small inn, which will make a perfect place to stay before you lose yourself in the winding streets of Kharé. Alternatively, you could walk into the fields to the right and sleep out under the stars. From somewhere nearby, you hear a low, baying howl. Okay. That means try the inn. A sign outside the inn proclaims it the Crooked Finger, or the Crooked Finger, but we'll call it the Crooked Finger. Man, this thing, we just keep zooming in. Let's enter the inn. Through the wall, apparently. You go inside and find an empty bar. The bartender is snoozing at the counter. Clearly, trade is bad. Approach the bar. The bartender waves with a snortle, or the bartender wakes with a snortle as you approach. Greetings, traveler, he yawns. You'll be looking for directions to somewhere else, I suppose. I need to eat. No food here, I'm afraid, the innkeeper says. No point, since the rats get it all. But a bed for the night will cost you 7 gold pieces. 7 gold pieces is robbery, you tell him. The innkeeper shrugs. Kharé prices might not be what you're used to, he says. But you can sleep in the street if you prefer, and then maybe you'll see why they're as high as they are. Do you play Swindlestones, you suggest? The innkeeper narrows his eyes. If you think you can cheat me out of my gold, you've got the wrong idea. Not cheat, a fair game. He clearly doesn't trust you, but he nods. All right. He sweeps the space on the bar top. He rubs his hands. What's the stake? At the cost of the room. Oh my god, we're gonna keep doing this game, huh? The cost of the room, you suggest, 7 gold pieces. You place a stack of coins on the bar. The innkeeper grins and rubs his hands together. Sounds like my kind of game. The innkeeper counts out 5 dice each and waves at you to bid. Okay, so we're gonna have to play this game instead of maybe getting gold. So we've got 4 4s and 1 1. So let's begin at. We're going high. We're gonna go 2 4s. That's not even that high. Let's go 3 4s. We're gonna make this first round. This is why I like having a lot of the same. Because this guy gets screwed. So 4 4s. I'm gonna guess he's got 1. 5 4s. He's saying 6 4s. Should I? I'll call him on that. No. Okay, so that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So I've got 1 1, 2, and 3. I got 2 2s here. Let's call 3 1s. He's saying 3 4s. I'm gonna go 4 1s. Assuming he's got 2 over there. He's saying 4 3s. I don't have a single 1, so I'm calling him. That means he's gotta have, sorry, 4 4s. He's gotta have 4 4s. I don't have a single 1. There's no way he's got 4 4s. Yeah. Alright. We're down to 4 each. So I've got 2 2 4 4. I like that. Let's go. Actually, let's start low because then we can see what kind of number he's sticking to. So I'm gonna bid 1 2. So he's saying 2 3s. I'm gonna say 2 4s, which I have. Is he sticking to 3s? We'll see. Yeah, he's sticking to 3s. So he's claiming I don't have any 3s. But I know when he's. I'm gonna say 3 4s. So if he says 4 3s, then I'm calling him. I'm assuming he's got 1 4 here. Come on, we need a 4 over there, buddy. He doesn't even have one. Damn. 2, 2, 4. Alright. Saying 1, 4, which is fine. I'm gonna go 2 4s, because he's obviously got one. 3 4s. I'm gonna go, whoosh. So it's either 4 4s or I call, and that means he's got 4 dice. Let's do that. He's gonna call me. Shit. I need him to have 3. Which of course he doesn't have. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose 7 gold and not get anything out of this. 2 and 4. Let's just open up with 1, 4. Okay, so he's saying 2 4s. I'm gonna say 3 4s. Oh my god, are you joking me? Oh my, he's gonna sweep me. I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything with 1. Is 1v4? Get out of here with this crap. So I have to say 2 1s. If he doesn't have a 1, he knows I'm lying. I'm gonna call. Oh my lord. Okay. The innkeeper collects up 7 gold pieces with a beaming grin. You were unlucky, he says. You want another try? No. No. I played enough, you tell him, annoyed at your losses. Very well, the innkeeper smiles. Room costs 7 gold pieces then, as I said. Oh, go to hell. I'm leaving. I'm not paying. No, I'm not losing 14 gold pieces. I'll be on my way. The innkeeper looks surprised, but I thought we were out of the door before he finishes, heading to find a field to bed down in for free. Honestly, I should just go in there and kill him and take my gold back. You strike off into the fields and find a muddy dell in which to stretch out. The stars are out, forming the constellations of the dolphin, and you feel a certain peace despite the hulking shadow of the wall. Yeah, let's eat. Wow, one stamina gained from that. You eat the last of your cheese and bread and settle down to sleep. The sounds of the city drift to you on the night air. Shouts and screams and the occasional distinct howl. You doze fitfully. Then, halfway through the night, you are awakened to the sound of something scratching in the earth nearby. Moving slowly, you slide the sword from its sheath in readiness. You see red glowing eyes and slavering teeth in the gloom. It is a werewolf. But how can that be? The moon is only crescent. The beast paces around you in a circle, moving in and out of the shadow of the wall. Then for a moment you see it in full moonlight, and the sight makes you catch your breath. What you took to be gray fur is in fact metal. The werewolf is wearing fitted plate armor. Are you joking? We're gonna have to fight it anyway. I'll have to use some of my spells here. What do we have? H-O-T? Sure, we'll use 3 stamina. Hot! Knocked it down. You cast the spell, forming a fireball in your palm that you hurl towards the creature. It explodes in a flash of smoke and burning fur. The creature is not defeated, only weakened. You get to your feet, sword at the ready. The werewolf bares its terrible teeth in reply. So it cost me 3 stamina to knock out 3 of his stamina. Let's just take him out. Bye-bye. The werewolf paces the mud before you, its armor flashing in the narrow moonlight. Driven by fear, you charge headlong. As the werewolf weakly turns its jaws towards your leg, you lift your blade and plunge it into its throat. The werewolf gurgles as it curls around the blade and dies. Flawless fighting, no stamina lost. With the werewolf dead, you wipe your sword on the grass and try to calm your thudding heart. Let's search the body. You look over the beast's armor with disgust. It is finely made, tightly forged to this werewolf's shape, part armor, part cage. You see no maker's mark or sigil on it anywhere. With the tip of your sword, you prise loose the catches that hold the armor in place. As the plates slip to the ground, the dead beast begins to transform, turning from a savage thing into a young human woman. But the transformation does not alter the sword wound at her throat. It does not bring her back to life. With a heavy heart, you regard her face. Otherwise, she seems to be just a girl, maybe 18 or 19 years old. With the night now quiet and still, it is hard to believe that a moment before you were faced by a slavering werewolf. The fight feels unreal. But the wolf-shaped armor is still here, and the girl has a telltale wolf bite on her neck, just below a strange tattoo. The tattoo reads, V-I-K. It is undecorated. The penmanship is clear and simple. It is more like a cattle brand than a mark made for a lover. It is the tattoo of slaver marks on its stock. Fine, we'll bury her. By the thin moonlight, you begin to dig in the mud with your sword, scraping out a hole large enough to bury the poor woman. The work is hard, but you have no choice. You cannot leave her for the crows. It is little consolation to know she was doomed long before your sword ran her through. As you cover her up, you commend her soul to the dolphin. Then you move a short distance away and bed down to sleep, and try to forget the dead woman's face. You settle down to sleep. Let's dream. Your dreams, when they come, are of the wall, like a towering monster drenched in moss and slime. The gate, its wide open maw. As you watch, it reaches down with fingers made from flagpoles and skewers the old beggar man, lifting him flailing into the air. Meanwhile, the one-armed prisoner throws the knuckles of his missing hand onto the bench over and over, calling endlessly to himself. A wolf in shining armor howls at the sun, then turns to blow you a kiss. And it is as though you can see the crown, sitting in the dust on the far side of the north gate, so close, and yet out of reach. You have found one new clue, and another clue has been updated. Really? Vic's teeth. Werewolves, trapped in their lupine form by plate armor, stalk the city at night, controlled and owned by a man named Vic. Really? Alright. The next morning. Let's go. You wake early, ready to begin your exploration of the city. Following the track for a few minutes, you reach a junction where 3 roads begin. These are the outskirts of Kharé. Huts huddle like beggars on either side of the tracks, leading uphill into the city port. It must be clear to everyone around that you are a stranger in these parts. The city's inhabitants, a multitude of malevolent creatures who would kill for the laces of your boots, turn to watch you as they pass. You are sport, a figure to be jostled and robbed, and one who will most likely fall prey to the strange, elaborate system of traps laid across Kharé by the early settlers to protect themselves from one another. There are more people here than you've seen in a long time. You cast an eye across the faces, wondering if you can tell the good honest souls from the thieves and murderers. To the left, you see a group of scruffy youngsters walking up the road with packs on their backs. No, not school children! Not going that way. Ahead is the main road into the center of Kharé, its surface rutted from cartwheels. Further in the distance, you see fields. This is the route taken by supply wagons to the docks. And to the right, the track heads towards fields. A hut stands proud a little further on. The business of this place is confusing, but you will have to simply strike out. The north gate awaits. Just at that moment, a cart rolls down the road from the right and careens around the corner to take the main track ahead. On its back are stacked several crates. One teeters for a moment, then falls near your feet, its lid cracking open. Kneeling down in the mud, you prise open the crate with your fingers. Inside is a pile of smashed bottles. Thick purple liquid swills about, littered with shards of glass. There are perhaps 4 bottles still intact, but you recognize the smell. It is Blimberry, a potion with many healing properties. I'm taking them all. You take all of the bottles, wipe them down as best as you can on the grass nearby, and put them into your pack. A lucky find indeed. Blimberry juice will heal you. Will also do for a meal. I am not going to be nice in this stupid city. If everyone's here to swindle me, I am here to swindle them too. So I think what I want to do, we could head straight for the docks, which we have to get to this location right here, the docks. But let's kind of just... I mean, I don't know which way to go. I'm going to go right where the cart came from. Let's kind of take our time through here. You head right along a wide track until you reach a large hut. It is the only building on this path that is still standing. Either side are empty plots. Once the houses of the farmers who planted the fields to the north. They're now collapsed and thick with gripweed. It seems that here, in the shadow of the city wall, is not a place people choose to live. By the side of the door to the hut is a sign, delicately painted, Chain Maker. The door is just a crack ajar, and from within you hear a gentle tinkling sound, metal on metal, as though a creature in a chainmail dress was endlessly pacing the floor. Let's make a move. There are several places you could go next. So, back to the first junction, walk on, cut through the fields, or the Chainmaker. Let's talk to people to get more clues, right? You push open the hut door and enter. It is dark inside. The floor is sawdust, and the air smells of oil, polish, and burnt metal. From the ceiling, hanging like ivy, are metal chains of all lengths and thickness. Some suitable for machinery, some for oxen, and others for arms and feet. The chains shift and whisper to themselves. There seems to be no one here. There is another room beyond. Its door is hanging open. Let's just call out. I don't feel like sneaking up on people. Hello, is there anyone there? You call. There's a shuffling beyond the far door, and then a figure emerges. It is the Chainmaker. He is a Sven, one of that race of man-orcs from the village of Torapani. You what? He replies gruffly. You want chains? Let's just ask him. I need directions to the north gate of Kharé, you tell him. Can you help? Can't help, he shrugs. Not got any chains on it. Locked by a spell, 4 lines, and the dumb creature holds up 3 fingers to demonstrate. Couldn't care less about it. What lines? You ask. Lines, he shrugs. A spell. It's a nobles thing. You have to ask them nobles. If you can find any that aren't too dead. And where can I find the nobles? You ask. Not here, the Chainmaker replies. Nobles don't buy their own chains. They give gold to the guards to buy 'em for 'em. So I should ask a guard? You reply. You're an idiot, you, is the Chainmaker's only reply. Why are you wasting my time with stupid questions? Are you helping someone else to get away? Let's just leave. Then I'll be going. Take your smell from my shop, he replies with a formal nod, as if it was a standard formula for saying goodbye. You leave the hut and step back out onto the path. You have found 1 new clue, and another clue has been updated. Let's take a look. Four of the nobles of Kharé were each given 1 line of the spell to the north gate of Kharé. You'll need to find these nobles if you can and learn their secrets. Okay. That sounds good. And then next time we'll either walk on. I don't think I'm going to go back this way, but we might cut through the fields. I think we're going to walk around this way. Maybe check out this river. Yeah. Does the river have a name? Festival of Thieves. Oh my lord. Yeah, maybe we'll head in that direction. Okay. But we'll figure that out next time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Take care, and goodbye.